Good afternoon, everyone. University is all about its students. The brighter they are, the strength the university gets. Amity University Gurugram has always been on the forefront to create such success stories with the great effort its faculty and other stakeholders put. How a university is doing can be easily figure it out how their alumni and current students are doing and getting exposed to. In the same endeavor to provide you the real success insights of our university, I feel happy to present you hashtag success stories, a new series where we will be interacting with our passing out students to give you an understanding how they become successful and what all you need to do the same. With this, I welcome my all the participants and my esteemed panelists and my dearest students of Amity University Gurugram. Joined with me is Parv Dhaya. He is a BTech student and recently working with Cisco. Muskan Khandelwal, she is a BTech Biotech student and working with Novarad. Diksha Malvia, she is an MBA executive student and currently working to plan with Sutherland Global. And we have Pramod Kumar, who is working as an HR in Hanu Software. Welcome, guys, to Hashtag Success Stories. How are you today?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the warm welcome.
Thank you. I'm sure it must be a pride feeling coming onto the platform and being the role model for someone. Thank you so much for your time and contributing to your alma mater. Who knows who will get inspired by your journey today and will again become the success stories of Amity University Gurugram. Let's start the conversation with Parv, with you the first. So if you can briefly explain, we have been selected in Cisco. How has been the experience so far, and what are your learning till date?
Well, the experience so far has been great, to be honest, because when I got selected, I had to go through 7 rounds of assessments for Cisco. So I was quite excited to going through 7 rounds of assessment. So I had higher expectations as well. Like I wanted to see what the culture is in Cisco. So working with great minds from across the globe already. And, I'm very glad that Cisco had put in the trust in all of us new joinees, and they're already putting us in front of customers. And, so the experience, yes, it has been great. And the learnings have been great. I'm already learning on technologies that I've never even heard of before joining Cisco. So yeah, everything has been amazing. But at the same time, I cannot thank Amity enough for all the teachings on and off the classroom, especially the teachings off the classrooms, because being in this university, it has helped me grow all the aspects of my personality, and that is what I think helped me go through the 7 rounds, because technical round was just one part of it. So the other 6 were all the teachings that I got off the classroom. So yeah, the experience has been amazing. The learning has been amazing. And the base that Amity gave me was even better, I guess.
This is something very interesting you have told, Parv, about that one was technical and the rest of the rounds were majorly into your behavior or maybe communication or something like this. So I'm sure the kind of culture we have at Amity must have placed a vital role in your holistic personality development and other aspect. So congratulations to you for that.
Thank you.
Moving forward to Diksha. Before Diksha, I take a question to you. Participants and dear students, I would like to give you a clarity that Diksha is amongst the top 12 finalists out of 1,000 applications that have been there to Sutherland Global, where from students from IIMs, MIT, Great Lakes, and whatnot. So she is among the top 12 finalist students, those who have joined the Sutherland Global. Congratulations, Diksha, for this marvelous achievement that you have been to.
Thank you so much, sir.
Perfect. So what do you think, that could have helped you in this selection process?
Like rightfully Perv has already explained, I would just want to continue from there. It's not only one thing that helps you in a selection process. It's a mixture of many things. Of course, knowledge is one part to it, but after the knowledge is there, you need to have a perfect mixture of your personality, communication skills, and of course your managerial skills. Like, I have been appointed as a management trainee, so the company has certain expectations from you in which they want to see you as a future leader of their company. So I think I would really want to continue that. Amity has really helped us shape our professional lives. So, being it from knowledge perspective, and also from the communication skills, and our being relevance to the atmosphere. From the very beginning, we were being told to read good newspapers, to be knowing what is going around you in the national level or maybe the international level. So those are the things you need to be updated about, and definitely that helped me in my JD. One of the topic was the socio-economic relevance of WHO. So who could think like a topic which is there? So I think because I was very clear from the beginning, and I have been fortunate enough to get mentor like that, and the professors who are so knowledgeable that they are updated in their skills. So that helped me come out of that interview in the most beautiful way. And today, because I am being placed at a certain position, I would really want to thank Amity for providing the opportunities they have given, and definitely a thumbs up to the CRC team as well.
That's absolutely, this goes without say, with the kind of effort our corporate resource center do to ensure our student overall personality and the right fitment. And definitely I'll take further questions to Manoj ji on the same. Thank you, Diksha, for joining us today. And Pramod, taking the conversation forward, no, currently you are into HR fraternity, COVID knows or COVID has given us a clarity, what is the role of a proper HR, and how they can help us. So Pramod, my question to you is, what do you think a HR person should have, so that students who are planning their career in HR aspect, they should take care of all these things from a practical gyan from you?
Firstly, I would like to thank everyone who gave me this opportunity to speak in this forum. And to answer this particular question, I would like to say that not communication skills or not planning, something like that. We just don't need that every time. Like, these are some of the basic things which are necessary for MBA pass outs in the present scenario, at least. So I personally feel that a person should be confident enough that he wants to get into this field before planning to. They should see themselves in this field for probably next 15 to 20 years. And also, it is better to have hands-on experience in the field before getting into a full-time opportunity. Like an internship or a contractual basis role, something like that. This exactly rules out 90% of the cases of switching the fields due to lack of interest by the candidate, of course. So also you have to develop a sense of working towards deadlines and tact. Unfortunately, we never learn it the hard way during our studies. And almost all of the corporate sector nowadays give utmost importance to that. And finally, it's always better if you do a few certifications to gain technical perspective to the field. As like most of the people think HR is just arranging Rangoli parties, but there are much more things to it which can only be known after you start working in it. And you also need some technical knowledge to survive in the HR field.
Right. So what you are doing currently? So if you can explain your day in your company so that student can really understand what actually the life of an HR is.
So about my particular journey, like, I thank CRC for providing me with this opportunity to join Hanu Software in the HR operations team. as a summer intern in my 2-year MBA program. So then I was like pretty evident that I have to make this go forward, and I worked as an intern for 2 months. Then I got a pre-placement offer to join in the team for a full-time role from this October, and I have been working like handling offer management complete for the complete company, and also performance management, and I also take care of a few compliance issues and onboarding of the new candidates in the company.
That's pretty interesting. In fact, taking the onboarding process is something, no, every employee, those who joins, no, wants to cherish it. So I'm sure you must be doing a great role out there. Perfect. Moving forward to Muskan.
Yes, sir.
Muskan, you are a biotech student, right?
Yeah,
And
sir.
as per my understanding, it's the business development into that aspect that you are currently being into. So what skills are currently helping you to do your job efficiently?
Yes,
And
sir.
how
Thank
Amity
you.
helped you? Probably that will take the follow-up question later.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for the question. So since I was a biotechnology student, and I mean, I always had this dilemma in my mind that whether I want to pursue my research field or I want to do something which is into marketing or business development role. So, I mean, I would first of all would like to thank all my faculties who really, really supported me throughout, and I was very open to discuss with them also that I'm confused between the two. So they gave me this opportunity, to you go and explore the side of research first, and if you're not interested, then you can definitely choose the other side, which is marketing and business development. So I went ahead and did my research project, which was related to neurology in Nagaland. I stayed there for 35 days, and it was through Amity. I mean, I applied on my own, but then I had some faculty support also. So I went through and I stayed there for 35 days, and the project was super interesting. But then after 35 days, I realized that research is not something I want to go ahead with and spend my 8 to 10 years more in that field. So and then I chose marketing business development side, and I was fortunate enough to get this placement from Amity. A big thanks to CRC team for that. And I mean, it took me a while to actually get placed because I was somewhere lacking in my skills and that way. But then I was always someone who believes in improving myself on daily basis, and I started reading a lot, I started communicating a lot, I did every single thing, and then I said in every placement if I as many as I could. And then I was fortunate enough to get into Novanet through Amity and with a great package in Mumbai. And since I was always a hostler and I stayed in Nagaland for 35 days, I went through so many hardships there. I survived on rice for 35 days. So that only not, helped me grow as a person, but the hardships I went through, that motivated me to take challenges in life. And I think change is something which is constant in life. And when I stayed in Mumbai, new job, new people, new culture, everything was new, but I was somewhere prepared enough through Amity, the journey which I had in 3.5 years, whatever I stayed there. So I think that all helped me grow as a person, and I could manage there. And after that, I changed my company. So currently, I am with GP, leading business development initiatives there for European regions. Sir, you're on mute.
That's so perfect. Specified the nitty gritties or the issues that's been faced in the early phase of your placements and all. So taking the cue from there, what do you think the top 2-3 things which are helping you the most? Maybe your skills or anything that you would like to share. Top 2-3 things.
Yes, sir. So Amity is a place where you get to interact with so many people from different culture, different backgrounds, people from Army Brad, people from, so many states and different countries. So I think one thing which I learned is is getting adapted with different changes, with whatever came through my way. Second was communication skills. There were so many events, so many cultures ongoing in Amity. So communication skills was one thing which I learned. And I would say there was a point when I was associated with my dancing crew, at the same time Sakar. And the third thing, I was managing my studies also. So I mean, today when I think back, that I was doing so much. At some point I was managing my time skills, and I used to get up early, I used to do yoga. And I think that way I really had my routine online, and that really helped me being disciplined in life, time management skills. And till now, I mean, I'm someone who really believes in mental and physical fitness now. And I think that was a starting point, which happened in Amity only, which made me realize the importance of being physically fit and mentally fit.
That's really fab, Muskan. And in fact, listening to your story, I get even inspired, to work onto the physical and other aspects which are absolutely required. Students, I'll take a nap here, the gap here, to give you an understanding that how it is about academics, yes, but it is also about your holistic development. So when student enters at Amity, there is plethora of opportunities available to you, from student clubs to military training program, and we'll be discussing all this out in this session. But the overall aspect which is required for you as a professional to grow, apart from your academics, this is something I'm sure Muskan, Pramod, Diksha, Par, they are truly showing you at this point of a time that how the personality aspect is to be nurtured during your college days, which is a very vital role to take it forward in your career and your professional life. Taking it further with Manoj. Manoj, I would like to discuss more on, because now we have discussed with all the students, understand how they are doing up in their life. So my question to you is about how a student should build their profile for better placements.
Thank you, Sachin. Pleasure to be here with you, with my students, the future of India. And it's really a very, very proud feeling to interact with all of them. Muskan, Pramod, Diksha, Parv. They've been doing wonders in their careers, and not only because they were very, very good in academics, but they also had, they were also involved in many co-curricular activities which the university has to offer. And the way they have grown, like, Pramod, he's working with Hanu Software and he's into the human resources. So trust me, I would be the most happiest person when he comes next year to hire more students from us. And similarly, Parv and Diksha and Muskan recommending, their organizations, their CEOs, and proving their mettle in the organization where the employer is bent upon to hire students from Amity University. So answering your question, before I answer your question, I would like to, clarify what is a corporate resource center to the attendees. So, corporate resource center is a centralized unit or a center of a university, which not only caters to the placements of the students, but also, it helps them in overall development in terms of soft skills. We train them for aptitude training, logical aptitude, quantitative, verbal ability. So these are other aspects. There are a lot of mock sessions which happen. There are group discussion sessions, which the students come out of their shells. When you come into a university, you are very new, you are very raw. So at the corporate resource center, we nurture you, we make you exposed to the industry. So the corporate resource center not only takes care of the placements, but it has many aspects to the future of the students. So we not only collaborate with industry in terms of getting associations with them, but also we receive inputs from the industry, wherein we can increase or enhance our curriculum as per the latest trends in the job market. So we have a series of eminent guest speakers who visit us, who share their success stories with the students and inspire them. Students have any queries, they ask them. And then there is a role of industrial visits. So you are exposed to the industry, how our industry functions, and then followed by internships. So internships is the major part, in your career, because here in internship, as Pramod, he did very wonderful job in his internship, and he has got a pre-placement offer. So internship is an exposure to you. It is implementing your academics into the real-time environment. Whatever you have studied in the classroom, you implement into the real-time world. So this is a brief about the Corporate Resource Center, which in short we call as CRC. On coming back to you, Sachin, to answer your questions, how students should build upon their profile for better placements. So for this, I would like my students, they have already touched upon this. So some areas which I would like to emphasize upon is, the students should access their personal strengths and weaknesses. They should identify tomorrow's opportunities, and they should match their, their learnings with the current trends in the job market. They should develop their interpersonal skills, soft skills, communication skills, their grooming, their body language, because the first 8 seconds of an interview, they tell all about you. The way you enter the interview room, the way you exchange your resume, the way you sit down, your body language, your eye contact, it tells all about you. If you make me, if you are in, you are as per my, requirement of the industry, I will spend time to answer questions pertinent to your subject knowledge. I would like to ask you a question, but if you have a very casual approach, I will not spend my time to hire you, because I think you're not the right match for my organization. So this is what Amity does. It builds your full overall personality, wherein, yes, you can reckon that he is a student or she is a student from Amity, right? Other than this, you have to stay up to date with the, as I already emphasized upon, with the current trends of the market. Make learning a lifetime commitment. Keep networking. Networking is very important. LinkedIn platform is there, a professional network wherein you have to, interact. You have to be a LinkedIn member to develop your contacts. Increase your visibility. That again, you can do it through LinkedIn. Seek guidance from your mentor. So every student in Amity has a mentor, right? So wherever you are, you need some guidance, he or she is there to assist you, the professor. And then focus on skills that are important to the employer, to the organization which you are going on, skills that are rare and areas where you have limited competitions. Good aptitude and attitude is very important. Be attentive, be loyal, be honest, be self-disciplined, flexible, and a good learner. You should be very well versed with the etiquettes, with the current virtual trend and the virtual hiring. Amity was the pioneer in hiring on virtual mode. So email etiquettes, telephonic etiquettes, grooming, all is, taught to you in Amity, wherein you don't feel like you are a new person exposed to the virtual mode of hiring. So there are technical rounds, there are aptitude tests, there are group discussions, there are personal interviews, and your offer letter comes on mail. So everything is virtual. So be comfortable with the virtual mode of hiring today. And then again, as I said, give 100% to your studies, be attentive, but then always during your final year, maintain good scores, because some companies which visit us like Cisco or Ernst & Young or Deloitte, they have a criteria. They will only allow students having 65 to 70% in their graduation without any backlogs to appear, to make them eligible to appear for the process. If you have 50% or 55%, you may not be eligible to only sit for the drive. Selection is a different thing altogether. So in my viewpoint, Sachin, these are few tips, which I think are important for, students to gear up for a better placements. And I would again, if I have missed upon something, my colleague Ankur is here, Mr. Ankur Gupta, Deputy Director Placements. He would add upon to, some more areas where I have missed upon. Ankur, Sachin.
Yeah, thanks, Manoj. First of all, I would like to thank Sachin to organize this interaction and bring few of our stalwarts alumni to the common platform to share their experiences to the aspiring and budding students who are planning to enter into the college life in another couple of months time frame. So to add to what Manoj has said, what I feel that right from the day one when they enter into the campus, all these parameters needs to be taken care of. It should not happen that you will brush up things in their seventh semester and do seventh semester or third semester, whichever program they are in. So overall grooming, communication skills, being active on LinkedIn, being network, being honest, loyal, disciplined, it has to be from day one, because these are the things, they all are very, very important personality traits which are not going to come in 15 days. Somebody has a magic wand in the hand and it will be a turnaround for everyone. So keeping all these parameters, your vision, first of all you need to decide what you want to do post completion of your program, whether it's a higher study or whether it's a entry into the corporate world. So you have to plan yourself right from day one. So it is day one entry into the campus and churning out on your nurturing your journey through the campus, and be a day one productive to the organization as well, because these days organizations are looking for people who are day one productive. So that's where students needs to ensure that not only their academics are up to the mark as per the standards of the industry, but their soft skills, their communication, which is an important aspect. And these days adaptability, what Muskan is saying to the new scenarios prevailing in the global standards since last 1 year, the virtual thing has become is a lifeblood for anyone, wherein it is breaking the barriers and bringing people globally to a common platform. So with this, I would say you plan your career, or you plan your higher studies, or any other academic interest right from day one, because it is not going to help you out in longer term, where you are in a fix of taking decisions. So decision making ability is also very, very important, wherein you need to choose the right area and your right career. So plan and implement that vision right throughout your academic journey in the campus.
That's so rightly mentioned, Ankurji and Manojji, about, and it was a so detailed clarification to, and probably I would treat it as a myth buster for anybody that who are listening to or watching this show. Understand that this is the way forward to be the successful, getting the first corporate job, how to move it forward, how to plan it properly. This is actually the way, and I am sure this webinar must be filling up the right purpose, which we actually we intended to showcase a clarity about what to do next to be the successful when you enter your corporate life. So thank you so much, Manojji and Ankurji, for this wonderful explanation. Taking the conversation forward, Parv, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Now the question is around your minor tracks. No, MET, we have a choice-based credit system, more than 46 track. No, one can choose and can plan their minor degree at MET Gurgaon. What was your minor track and why you choose that?
My minor track, being from BTech, my minor track was artificial intelligence, and the first reason was for that was the concept of artificial intelligence always amazed me. It amazes me, like even right now, and it was because of this minors that I had, that my current job in Cisco is also related, like somewhere, to the field of artificial intelligence, the progress that Cisco is making in artificial intelligence. So and talking of minors, we had a minor which was artificial intelligence, and then we had an option to choose one subject every semester. So obviously I chose subjects which was related to minor, like artificial intelligence. So when I like completed my education from Amity, I was not just a BTech CSE pass out, but I also had knowledge in fields like natural language processing and fuzzy logic. And if you like know artificial intelligence, these are the foundation pillars of AI. So this is what actually helped me, highlight certain things on my resume, which helped me stand out from the other 45,000 odd applicants in Cisco. So I guess this decision of minors is very important. This is where you can highlight your interest, because all the other subjects, like 48 odd subjects that we study in BTech, they are being studied by every BTech student in like across the country. So to make yourself stand out, to make your resume stand out, this is where the minors work. And extremely thankful again to Amity for giving me the opportunity to study a subject like artificial intelligence and even doing it hands-on labs on AI. So yes, it does help. And apart from that, we do not take it as a subject, but there are certain things which help you, and I'll again say which make your resume stand out. Is that whenever we are studying a minor subject, so the teacher can deliver a certain amount of information. So that is where you need to dig up, like uh, get your certifications done, and go to the internet and look for, because you're being taught a concept in the class. Yes, but build up on that. So now that you have the opportunity to have a hands-on lab on AI, that is huge, basically. So if you have a computer system which is competent enough, your university is giving you a computer system which is competent enough to run AI programs. So go to your hostel, go to your room, study more about that, and go back to the lab, because we had like each week we had 2 hours on that system. So I don't think you can ask for anything else.
That's right.
So
That's right. I think this is the way forward. And this is something very important point that you highlighted, Parv, about minor highlighting in your CV. So I think this brings out to be the extra value added feature, or maybe your USP. Why
true,
someone should hire you. That's
true.
that's right. That's right. Diksha, coming to you, Amity, we are talking a lot about lot many things, but 5 things that you were exposed of and at Amity and which helped you a lot.
Binding it by 5, I think that's not a justice to it. But yeah, if I can just mention, the top 5. So I would say, first of all, to all the people that, Amity is a place which it's a pool, they will, once you come into it, it's an ample amount of opportunities you get. Apart from what you're gaining through your professors and knowledge, you're being given ample opportunities for various competitions. Like I have done my MBA, so you have national level competitions where your professors someday or the other knock into you and say, hey Diksha, there's some opportunity, would you mind forming a team and doing something? I would say probably, yeah, my may not, just go for it, just learn. So your professors push you, and it is your confidence upon that which takes you a step forward. So never shy away from taking that opportunity. So once you enter into the campus, there are so many opportunities for you. So that is something which in my career I have learned in my course during. So that is the thing which is the topmost. Then the other thing is, because I am a digital baby right now, studying and doing all the things digitally right now. So Amity provided digital library to us. Although we do not have access to direct libraries at the moment, but you have ample amount of books that are available online also. So you have a keyboard, you have your system in place, you just have to type the password, and whatever you want to dig out, if for example, our professor has taught something about management, human resource management, or finance management, or anything like that. If that interests you, you have ample amount of research papers available there, you have books available there. You just have to go, you don't have to even surf for the internet, you just have to type in there. You have proper research materials, and one by one you can just go through it. And if that interests you more, you can dig deeper to that, next level to that, third level to that. So that is something which was very, very interesting. If you have that zeal to learn, Amity is the right place for you to enter and explore the opportunities. The third thing that I would say is that we have, like Mr. Manoj and Ankur said, we have had webinars continuously. The industry people visit to us. you know Once you are sitting in that webinar, you get the opportunity to actually understand what are the practical requirements. Your teachers are also there, you are also there. So if you have any question, you get the opportunity to ask them directly there. and get that clarified so that you understand, okay, my vision is to be a finance manager someday, so this 1 2 3 4 5 are the requirements that I have to meet in future. So okay, if I have a question, I would type in there and I would get the right answer to it. But if I have further more questions, I would try to ask through my professor or to my mentor, that okay, this is what I want to be and this is how should I proceed to that. So the webinars that are being conducted by your industrialists as well as by your teachers, you have panel of 10-20 people sitting together in a class. Apart from that also, you have people, they conduct like a classroom kind of where your teacher explains you deeper into that topic. Once they find out that you have the zeal, they try to explain you deeper into that. So that is the third thing, that it's just not about the professors, but it's about you as well. So fourth thing that I would say is that here, once because I'm talking from the MBA perspective, so we, for example, you have been given the opportunity to form teams. So right from the beginning, day one, you have to practice on your managerial skills, that okay, how am I going to manage these 5 people? If I am a group leader, how am I going to do that? So in that scenario, you're learning something very, very practical which you have to do in future. So you are applying your concepts there, whatever learnings you have got from your professors. B, you are trying to implement it in the real time scenario, and if you win the prize in that competition, nothing better than that. But that creates a foundation for your future also, that okay, once I become a manager, I'm going to handle the situation. And of course, once you handle 5 people, then 10 people, and then when you are participating in sangathan or something like that, where you have 50 odd students with you, so the dream goes on from there. So I think these are the top things which are there. And of course, to all the people who are listening to the webinar, I just would want to say, continue what Mr. Ankur has said, that be very clear from the very beginning what you want to do in your life. Even if you're not clear, we have ample amount of counselors who can counsel you that what is the best thing you can do in your life based on what your interests are. So be reachable, reach out to them at any given point in time, and you will get the best options, and try moving ahead with that. So that are the main things that I would want to highlight.
That's so perfectly discussed and shared your valuable thoughts on 5 things. In fact, this is the sea ocean of opportunities you have shared with the students, how they should take care of themselves in the future in any college. Parv, I think we have discussed a lot about the things. Taking it forward, my question around is military training programs and all. So how it helped you? And Muskan, I would like to have the same thoughts from you also on the same. First, Parv.
All right, sir. So the military training program is something very special because it instills discipline in you first. Because being a hostler, and to be very honest, like I used to play football for the university team. I was the captain of the team for a year. So I was not a early bird because I was very tired and 3 hours training in the evening, whole day of classes. So but then came the military camp and I used to wake up 6 or 5 a.m. in the morning every day. So that is where it started. And since then my habit has continued of waking up early every day. And apart from that, it kind of tells you that how important it is to have a discipline, like uh, keeping aside all the patriotic feelings it has filled me up with, but talking of the practical things which is going to help me in my career, which is helping me in my career right now. So it told me how important it is to have a disciplined schedule, basically. So the 1 week of the military program we had, it was all predefined. And the first 2 days we realized that how we are actually failing to follow a predetermined schedule. So, and then came in the realization, and we started, all me and all my friends, my fellow cadets, as we say in the military training camp, we started following the schedule. We started folding our clothes and keeping everything in place, and those things, they kind of look feel like a burden at that time. But when you exit that camp and you come back to your room and you see a mismanaged space, and then you realize like this is not how I want to live anymore. So
That's right. That's right.
yeah, so that is how the military training camp helped me, and it is still helping me.
Right. So,
That's
Muskan, what is your take? And I think foreign languages is another unique aspect which MIT Gurgaon has. So, how about that? How it is helping you, the behavioral skills and all that. Please share your experience.
Sure, sir. Thank you. I mean, I totally agree with Pearl. Whatever he said, it truly made sense for me. I mean, I could totally relate with that. And of course, discipline is something which definitely has inculcated in me. And starting from the hostel life itself, it all started. I mean, I was someone when I recently. I mean, I went to the hostel. I was someone who was a crybaby, and I started crying a lot. And when people around me asked me from where you exactly are, and then I said that I'm from Delhi, and they were like, "We're from Chennai. You're from Tamil Nadu, and you're crying. Your house is just 50 kilometers away from here." So I think the hostel life itself, made me a stronger person. And then military training, of course. And then if you talk about the foreign language, I was, I was a German student. So, I mean, in those years, I did learn German. I could read German. I was, I think, not 80 to 90% fluent in German, but I mean, I'm a mediocre student, I would say. So, in that particular foreign language. So, today I'm working for European regions, and one of the reasons why I could do that, because I already have had that skill in me from Amity. So, if I hadn't had that skill in myself, I think I would have been doing some night shift and probably working for the US, but that did not happen, fortunately. And so now I think. Uh, as I mentioned also, that now I'm actually planning to have the proficiency in this language. So I think I'm doing great at this now, because I have that skill set from Amity in me. Yeah.
That's right. And I appreciate your gesture to both of you. In fact, I am sure we all missed that military training. It's been one of the wonder moments of any college life. Pramod, what is your take on the campus life? How a campus life should be?
So I'll just be tweaking this question and answer also a bit. I would say the life at Amity was wonderful, very great. But the campus life at Amity is, I'm not the best person to ask, because I've been out of the campus most of the time. In the first semester, I was out of the campus because I went on a study abroad program. And in the second semester, we got ahead with this pandemic, and from the third semester I started my job and I missed the classes. So out of 2 years, it's hardly a semester I've attended the campus life.
Right.
So I feel the life at Amity is best compared to the campus life at Amity as far as I am concerned.
Right. So you mentioned you went for study abroad.
Yes,
Yeah, so which country you visited?
I went to Dubai, sir.
Dubai. So can you share the study abroad experience with us?
Yeah, I can do that. Actually, I personally thought this might turn out to be another study, like as the name mentions, just studying abroad and just gaining a technical exposure or anything which it offers to me. But that has been the best 1 month outside India, and it showcased how we can live, and how we have to just focus on things which we want to do. There is a difference of culture between countries, and that is only visible to us only when we try out and go outside our limits. So I feel that has been a great experience to me, just trying out a broad program, and not just learning inside the class but outside the class as well.
That's right. That's right. Thank you for answering this question, Pramod. Manoj, I would like to ask a very important question to you, because when student apply, there are some kind of thoughts, some confusion out there. So I think this is the right platform. Manoj, if you can please share about how to choose a company while applying.
Sachin, to answer your question, when we at CRC, we have a vibrant team in the Corporate Resource Center, the placement team, with I think majority of them carrying an experience of around 15 to 20 years in this domain. So, and also to focus upon that, Amity University, Haryana has a legacy of getting more than around 300 to 350 companies every year to the campus to recruit our students. So the students have variety of options. They have variety of opportunities coming their way. I mean, every day they get up early morning, they see a mail from CRC. Yes, this company is coming over to hire. Advantage with Amity Haryana is that we are, of course, the brand name of Amity is there. We are located in the industrial hub, which is Manesar, where 4,500 to 5,000 MSMEs and large industries are in and around this vicinity. And we have a very, very balanced approach in terms of, having corporate alliances into the academics, and which we are further building upon with organizations like Siemens, Larsen and Toubro, and ANSYS, Coding Ninja. So we are further, as per the current requirements and trends of the industry. So we are focusing towards that. To answer your question, how to choose a company while, applying. So, I mean, all my Parv, Diksha, Pramod, Muskan, they know a job description is shared with the students, and wherein it is mentioned the skill set which a student has to possess to apply for that company. The compensation is mentioned, right? The area of job location is mentioned. The company website is mentioned. The students read this, and then they apply in a registration link. They click the link and they have to submit the details. So those details, they come to us, we send it to the company. So this is how it works, and then based on the registration, the company either comes onto the campus or virtually hiring, or maybe the students go to the organizations for a recruitment process. So, and then after the process, we get the results, we get the offer letters, and the students, we get the time wherein they have to join. So this is the process which we follow. Answering your question, how to choose a company while applying. So other than the job description, I would urge the students to please go into the detailed website of the organization, wherein they can know more about the organization, as to, they have a background check. How good is the organization in terms of employee retention? What is the turnover of the company? Who is the CEO of the company? Since how long has this company been into existence? What are the reviews? So these are basic parameters and checks which the students need to know before applying for a company. And then they should also focus into looking into, which the organization is offering you a good work-life balance. The role which you are opting for is interesting and challenging to you. Ensure that the career or the company you're applying is matching your skill sets. If it is not matching your skill sets, and still you're getting selected, you will feel it is a job, it is not a career. We want our students to go towards career, a long-term perspective, right? So these are certain things, which I would like to emphasize upon, wherein a student should search the company. They should be happy, they should be content. Yes, this I have read and I am confident with this, and I have to go further ahead with this particular organization. Also, students or organizations nowadays are looking for multitasking, multi-talented people. So you have to be in sync with what is the requirement of the industry. I mean, if you are doing BTech, so you have to be something like Parv Dhaiya, who has done artificial intelligence, machine learning, coding, cloud computing. So these are areas where you need to, put an edge above the rest to get a proper job offer. And like Diksha, I mean, I am really proud because she has competed with IIT, IIMs, NIITs, and big B schools, and out of thousands of applications she got through. So there is something, she has particularly focused upon and emphasized upon her career to set a goal for herself, set a benchmark, and wherein she has come here. And I'm sure within a span of time, she would be, another 5, 10, 15, 20 years, she'll be the CEO of Sutherland Global, and I'll be very proud to see her, Sachin. Uh, so, I mean, I would love to. And also, students, ensure that your career generates your income. The compensation should be as per the requirements. Like Parv is getting around what, 15 lakhs, 16 lakhs. Diksha would be around the same range. Pramod, HR is always a less paying job, but then it is like a big company. And Muskan, she's doing wonders. She's working wonderfully. So these are certain areas I would like to touch upon where your student should, put his mind before applying for a company. And
Right.
being a fresher. And
That's-
also, I would again like to reiterate, you have at Amity, we have a very flexible policy. A student can get any job offer and he can upgrade his or her job offer to a dream offer. Okay, so you can
Yes.
release that offer. Like Parv had been selected with DXC. And Parv, can you switch on your mic?
Yes, I was selected with DXC. I
Which
selected
is a
with,
Fortune 500 company, and then
I was selected for Hanu Software as well, and then I got selected for Cisco.
so you see, I mean, he had that ignite himself in himself, and he got the results. So we are there, and we have companies coming through all sectors visiting us, and yes, ample of opportunities. It is for you, to avail the best of it.
Perfect.
So I
Perfect.
hope I have answered your question, Sachin.
Absolutely. Ankur, you would like to add in 1-2 lines, maybe? Please unmute.
So I think most of the aspects of choosing an organization is already been covered by Manoj. I only says that it's your inner consciousness and gut feeling that yes, you are you could be a resource of choice for an organization with your existing skill set and your vision to add value to a particular organization. So because unless and until you see yourself in the shoes of visualize in the shoes of an organization wherein you understand the business model of the organization, then only you will be able to take a decision whether to go for this company or not. So research is a very important aspect before a student apply for an organization, because then only you will feel confident that yes, I have that thing in me which can have a selection in this particular organization. So that gut feeling is to be there in the conscious or subconscious mind of the students.
Very well said, Ankurji, on about the research and the very valid points covered by Manojji. Moving to the last leg of our conversation before we move forward, I think let me ask a very candid question to all of you, and it would be apt to ask this at this forum also. What are one thing that you guys miss at Amity? So maybe all can unmute and we can have a gallery view, and immediately in one word you can mention it. Parv, to start with you.
I cannot mention it in one word, and I'm not stopping at one thing. Okay, I miss every bit about Amity. I miss my hostel. I miss my friends. I miss my football field the most. My team. If any one of them is here, like, I miss you guys so much. And because Amity to me was more like a family. And as I progressed along the years, and so first my faculty, all of them supported me as if I was their own child. And then came CRC, me, Ankur sir, Manoj sir, Chetan sir, we have organized about 4 events together. And we were on call for hours, and so after, because it was all virtual in my 3rd and 4th year basically. So then one day I went to the campus and I met Ankur sir, and it was like I was meeting him physically for the first time, but it was like I know everything about him. Because so I miss everything, how Amity allows a child to actually feel at home. and it definitely was my home for the last 4 years, and everybody misses their home. So yes, and again, a big shout out to all the faculty and to my friends. And
Thank you. Humbled with what you're saying. Diksha, one word.
Again, that's a very tricky thing. I guess to answer tricky questions. Okay, I think because I have been into this digital platform, so I really miss the campus. And of course, because I have, great attachment to books, so I think the library is something that I miss a lot. So sitting in my classes at the fourth floor and my library is something that I really miss a lot. And of course, canteen food. Who can forget that?
True. Pramod, what's your one thing you are missing?
Yeah, I miss a couple of things actually. The tenure I was in the campus, I miss my friends the most, and also I miss having talks with Ankur sir and the CRC team, because I primarily have been a part of the placement committee for a bit of time, and I can say that I've had conversations most with the CRC team than my personal lecturers and professors.
Oh, so nice. Muskan, what is your one thing that you
So
miss?
there is no one thing, no. I won't do justify it with that. So I miss a lot my hostel life, my college life, and of course my dance crew, and the projects which I have done with Sakar for less privileged people, or for the society, I would say. So I think all of that I really miss a lot.
That's so nice of all of you to share your memories on this platform. Taking the final questions to from all of you, and then after that we will have a wrap up. Again, it would be again a one word, or maybe you can take a one line out to answer this. Keeping the time positive with us. No tips that you would like to give to students. No, because I think as a wrap up, this could be the better question to ask to you to summarize in maybe one or two line what is extremely important to take care for their campus placements and their college life.
I would go with 2 lines, and I think that will wrap it all up. So first is, try and find opportunity in adversity. Right? Like we all thought it's Corona and we are not going to get placed in this, but then try and find opportunity in adversity, because there is always opportunity. And second is, winners never quit and quitters never win. So do not give up. One company's 2, 3, 4, 10, maybe 20, but there will be a 21st which you will strike. So never give up. So these are my 2 lines.
Perfect. Diksha, your tips.
So I would just say that always be open to learning new things, especially to what the demands of the industry is at the moment. So whatever industry you want to go ahead with, try gaining more and more knowledge of that, and build your CV and certifications accordingly. So once you have the knowledge with the skills, I think that will make a very good combination, and definitely with your professor's guidance, you'll be able to excel in your fields. That's it from my side.
Perfect. Always open to learn. Pramod, what are your tips?
Yeah, I just want to say that along with your education, it is equally important to build your connections in the corporate sector. Of course, if you want to join in the corporate sector and work for it. And as Ankur sir rightly said, the connections are the prime moment right now. And along with the competitive environment these days, if you want to get into it, try to have a professional guide who might guide you in the right direction in the present scenario and towards your desired goal.
Perfect. Muskan, your tip.
Yes, sir. So I think today, nowadays, corporate does not look for one or two things in the CV. I think everyone wants to see how diverse can you be and how multitasking can you be. I think Manoj sir said that before. I totally agree with that point. So I think constantly work on your interpersonal skills and just be open to learn. I think don't waste time. One thing I would say in these college days, one thing which students should always keep in their heads that, don't waste time. Always, just keep your head that, what you're learning, any language, any skill, any physical activity, whatever, just keep on learning. So that's it.
That's perfect. And with this, I thank each one of you to join us today for the first session of hashtag success stories. And I think it would be unfair on our part if me, Ankur and Manojji don't clap for all of you for the great success that you guys have been there for Amity. And we are really, really proud of all of you, the kind of achievement that you have been done. And of course, it's all your effort. The system always supports, and it is all your great efforts that you have been to there. Well, with this, thank you so much for joining us today.